Every month, the female body goes through a natural cycle designed to prepare for a possible pregnancy. This process is called the menstrual cycle, and it involves the brain, hormones, ovaries, and uterus all working together. A typical menstrual cycle lasts about 28 days. Although it can vary from person to person, the cycle has 4 main phases. Phase 1. Menstruation. The cycle begins with menstruation, commonly known as a period. During the previous cycle, the uterus built a thick lining filled with blood vessels and nutrients. This lining is meant to support a fertilized egg. But if pregnancy does not occur, hormone levels drop. Without those hormones, the body no longer needs the lining, so the uterus begins to shed this lining and it leaves the body through the vagina. This is what we see as menstrual bleeding. This phase usually lasts 3 to 7 days. Phase 2. The follicular phase. While the period is happening, the brain sends signals to the ovaries. A hormone called FSH, or follicle-stimulating hormone, tells the ovaries to begin developing several tiny sacs called follicles. Each follicle contains an immature egg. As the follicles grow, they produce estrogen. Estrogen helps rebuild the lining of the uterus that was just shed during the period. Eventually, one follicle becomes dominant and continues developing while the others stop growing. Phase 3. Ovulation. Around the middle of the cycle, estrogen levels reach a peak. This triggers a sudden release of another hormone called LH, or luteinizing hormone. This hormone causes the ovary to release the mature egg. This process is called ovulation. The egg enters the fallopian tube, where it may meet sperm and become fertilized. However, the egg only survives for about 12 to 24 hours after ovulation. If fertilization does not happen during this time, the egg begins to break down. Phase 4. The luteal phase. After ovulation, the empty follicle transforms into a structure called the corpus luteum. This structure produces progesterone, a hormone that helps maintain the thick uterine lining. Progesterone prepares the uterus in case a fertilized egg arrives. But if fertilization does not occur, the corpus luteum slowly breaks down. As it breaks down, progesterone and estrogen levels begin to fall. Without these hormones, the uterine lining can no longer stay intact. The cycle restarts. Eventually, the lining starts to break apart and shed, and this begins the next menstrual period, starting the cycle all over again. This entire process repeats roughly every month.